Hey guys, let's talk a little bit about America's finest, the Delray Dart, the Olympic sprinter with a racket in her hand, Coco Gauff, greatness on the horizon, multiple Grand Slams I see in the future. Obviously, the forehand at times can be a little dodgy, okay? Let me explain exactly what's going on here. And it's probably going to go against the grain of a lot of people. But I've seen this great young lady, since she's 7 years old, hit the ball like this. In the juniors, it was a weapon because she had more time. So the radius of her swing didn't matter. And she had explosive topspin. She's the best athlete on the tour. She has long limbs, okay? A lot of times, though, the arm is kind of running the show, which is kind of backwards. But let me break it down microscopically and explain exactly what's going on here and what I do to do some reconstructive surgery to put this in the right direction. Number one, the unit turn is pretty good. She takes it back. I would recommend keeping the left hand on the racket a little longer. That would get the shoulders farther than the hips and create a separation angle. So that would be the first thing. But what I like when she does the unit turn after the split step, okay, then she releases and you see the left arm across the body, which you've heard me say many times is going to counterbalance, okay, the whole swing. Where this becomes a little problematic, okay, and let me tell everybody, ladies and gentlemen, it has nothing to do with the grip, all right? She has a Western grip, a little more under, okay, kind of like Iga, okay? The difference, Iga has more of a compact stroke, where Coco has a longer backswing. This is where you got to be careful with a Western grip, okay, because the elbow, when the racket goes behind the body, you'll see it right there. If we did the clock analogy, the racket's almost to 8:30 on the other side of her body. So what that does, she's swinging in a semicircle around the body, all right? You can do that. Keys does that, but obviously she has a little different grip also. Coco is right near the baseline, which I love. On the rise, give them a surprise, knock out their eyes. So I love the mindset that she wants to attack it, but you can see it's going to be jam city when she hits the ball because of where the racket's going. Take back's not bad, okay? It goes back. Sure, we can say it's a little high, but look how high the backswing is, and then it's way on the other side of her body, okay? The leader in the clubhouse, the fix on this whole thing is compaction. Compaction, organization is the name of the game. I would want the racket to go back the same way, but now the hand comes down. Okay, you see where her hand, it goes back. The arm, there's three hinges on the human arm, the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder. These are hinges. It's very natural, especially for young kids when they're growing up. When they take it back, those three hinges go the other way. Okay, that's what we call to the inside. When you see a classic ATP forehand or the modern forehand or next gen, because they're all the same, no matter what anybody says, they're all the same. There's just little different nuances. The racket should go to the outside at 5 o'clock, 5:30, 5:15. Look where her racket goes. It's going to 8:30 on the other side of the body. Now, when young kids grow up with this type of stroke, it's all predicated on time. If you have time, everybody's good. If you want to hit it on a dime, you're going to need more time. And keeping the racket on the right side of the body is the key. This can be fixed by when you take the racket back. The corrective technique, it's almost like a square where it's going to go up, then down, then you pull the racket. Okay, what she does is an arc, a rainbow, a banana, a candy cane, a Ferris wheel, letter C, a loop, okay, which is no problem, but takes a lot of time. Now, she does get a lot of racket speed because she's an explosive athlete, the best on the tour. She has quick wires. This is all genetic. You should see her little brother throw a football. #1 quarterback, middle school quarterback in the United States. The whole family's incredibly athletic, but the stroke would have to be rewired, but with someone that knows the corrective technique, nothing to do with the grip. The grip would be brutal because she's done this for so long. The leader in the clubhouse, she turns the shoulders. I like everything here, but now the hand should be going down, okay? Now, does she have to stop it and tap the dog? No, that's a corrective technique. I get a lot of pushback about tapping the dog. You're in the neighborhood, whether you shape it or if there's a flow. Remember, you always got to look at training a player where they're at in their development. This stroke should be up. Now the hand should be pushing down. Coco's goes back to the fence, then to the other side of her body. That's what makes it more of a liability when the ball comes faster. Now, the wild card with any player, when your stroke, say, is not optimal, and that's in the eye of the beholder, it breaks down a little more under pressure. That doesn't mean you're going to miss it, but you'll probably hit the ball short, okay? And then the body will go a little bit more down and up instead of through the balls. The problem with this bigger stroke, even developing a junior, okay, you're not going to be able to run the show and take the ball as early and hit the ball as clean. You can hit the ball very clean depending on your swing path, even with a Western grip. But you can see how there's going to be an excessive bend because the contact point is late. So at the end of the day, her forehand can be a weapon on the run because she gets a lot of racket speed, but it's so disconnected. And this could be put together, no doubt about it, in a few sessions, okay? There's so much potential with this young lady. If it just improved 25%, and it has to be a different stroke, okay? Even if she changes her mindset and takes the ball early. And if you notice, when she has a really, really short ball or an approach shot, it's usually money in the bank because the situation is changing the technique. What I mean by that, she gets a short ball, her backswing's modified. 101, short ball, short stroke. So where the ball lands, she does shorten her stroke, and she usually delivers the good. But the problem is you're going to be hitting groundies 24/7. So the correction for Coco, don't change the grip, take the racket back. It's going to go more up, down, pull. Everything occurs on the right side of the body. If this all stays on the right side of the body, trust me, Coco Gauff will be all right with the forehand.